Jake Tran is a well-respected business and economic YouTuber who posts high-value documentaries on corruption, greed, and unethical business practices. Over the course of 2 years, Jake Tran went from a small 26,000 subscriber channel to a huge 1.4 million sub channel, and as of recently, the reputation status Jake built has come crumbling down, with many of his devoted fans losing all respect for him, as well as reputable creators publicly calling him out for his actions. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. Thank you so much for 40,000 subscribers. In this video, we'll be analyzing the dark journey of Jake Tran and how he went from being a well-respected YouTuber to a shameless, greedy cash cow channel. But to fully understand the situation, we'll need to go back to where it all started. Jake Tran would spend his teen years watching tech YouTubers such as Marcus Brownlee and Linus Tech Tips. After spending so much time on the platform as a consumer, the idea of becoming a creator grew strong. Due to his newfound inspiration, on the 31st of January 2014, Jake would state in plans of action and create his YouTube channel. The goal of the channel was to become the quote Linus Tech Tips of Taekwondo on a hidden channel under the name Ironwood Productions, where it teaches viewers martial arts. But after around 1 year without getting any traction, he'd give up the dream and focus on his academic achievements. From here, Jake went off to college studying computer science, where he would eventually drop out after scoring a $40 per hour web development job. It was also at this time that Jake read the book The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco, a book about quitting a job and starting a business to take the fast route to $1 million. And as Jake himself said, this book changed his life. And it was at this point that Jake took a second shot at YouTube, this time posting video guides on how to get an online job in the span of 9 months. He wouldn't start taking his channel seriously until 2019, when he began posting video guides on how to transition from a 9-to-5 job all the way to working online. Due to his style being a watered-down copy of Graham Stephan's, Jake would struggle to find success. He was stuck with 1.4 thousand subscribers and his most popular video barely cracking 700 views. It was at this point that things weren't looking up for Jake. He quit his job and was focusing on YouTube, but wasn't really getting the success he planned for. This led to Jake realizing that something needed to be changed if he wanted to succeed on YouTube. And it was at this point that Jake read the book The Blue Ocean Strategy. This was another key book in Jake's success, as it taught him how to go into a crowded niche, aka a red ocean, and create a sub-niche to differentiate himself from others, aka a blue ocean. Essentially, he was beating the competition by having no competition. With the newfound knowledge from the book, Jake would begin looking into his favorite YouTubers and selecting the attributes that he liked the most. And the result of this? Well, the result of this was his business essay documentary style, which he still creates to this day. Although the videos were performing better than his financial advice videos, they were still only gaining 1 to 2,000 views. But everything would change when he created the video titled Why Graham Stephan is Killing the YouTube Algorithm, a video which Graham Stephan himself would actually notice and share on his Instagram, helping the video reach 100,000 views in 1 week, and giving Jake the initial exposure he needed to start the rapid growth of his channel. When Jake was coming up for the strategy of his channel, he would state that he wants a face to be linked to the channel, but to also have B-roll graphics and animation in the videos to make them more interesting. With this in mind, his videos would frequently feature mostly B-roll and animations, alongside a small clip of himself at the end of the video to keep the branding, personality, and recognizability. This style of video would prove to be a lot more scalable, as it meant that he could easily pay someone online to do the editing, visual aspects, and all he had to do was do the voiceover and record a small clip for the end. It was the outsourcing like this that would allow Jake to not only produce high quality videos, but also more of them. Entering 2020, Jake would continue posting the videos about other creators, similar to that of his Graham Stephan video, but Jake was getting bored of it, and whilst watching a documentary on war profiting, Jake had the idea of creating a YouTube video about it to share the knowledge on a topic which genuinely interested him and that he thought should be more mainstream. This would lead up to the 3rd of January, when Jake would post a video titled The Viciously Profitable Business of War, a video that would go on to gain 1.4 million views, and inspire him to create similar videos such as How to Make Money of World War III and The Profitable Business of Enslaving Third World Countries. This led up to the 2nd of May, when he would reach the milestone of 100,000 subscribers. The growth was coming in fast, and with the weekly videos gaining hundreds of thousands of views each, it would only be a matter of months before Jake would triple his sub count, hitting 300,000 subscribers by October that year. Jake's videos were undeniably entertaining, and there was something about the topics that he talked about that felt like they shouldn't be allowed on YouTube, and that's because it wasn't. Many of Jake's videos were being demonetized or age restricted, a hurdle which Jake would overcome by specifically wording his videos in a way that would avoid YouTube's system, as well as releasing private content to channel members. It was also in 2020 that Jake Tran would post a community post where it stated he was hiring another editor for his channel. This was one of the early signs of Jake scaling up, and from here, he would double down on his content. With the views being steady, it wouldn't be long before Jake would attract sponsors sponsorship deals. Usually when a creator starts getting sponsors, it's a really positive thing. And based on Jake's average 200,000 views per video, in June 2020, a sponsor for his video would net him around $5,000 US. Nothing to sneeze at considering he would post weekly and gain an estimated $2,500 ad revenue per video. Although the money was good, it was the drive for more of it that would eventually destroy the public image of his channel. Jake would end 2020 with a massive 350,000 subscribers, and even with the incredible year, he was showing no signs of slowing down. Jake would enter 2021 with a video titled Silicon Valley, history's greatest Ponzi scheme. This long-form scam exposing video would set the tone for his channel in 2021 and gain over 1 million views. And with comments such as, "The fact you put all this great work for free is amazing," it was clear this audience was loving the videos, and with that in mind, he'd continue to post the videos with the titles and thumbnails getting more and more edgy and sophisticated. With the views still rolling in, by June 2021, he would reach a milestone of 500,000 subscribers. Up until this point, Jake had built a strong personal trust with his audience, and with his content style being focused on exposing and explaining the history of scams, corrupt governments, and businesses, his audience would put him on a pedestal and see him as a good guy with good intentions. On the 26th of October, Jake would publish a video titled Nestle, the most evil business in the world, a video discussing the unethical business practices of Nestle that would go to gain over 5 million views, making it his most popular video to date, introducing millions of new people to his channel. Jake managed to maintain his public image throughout the rest of 2021, and entered 2022 with 849,000 subscribers and over 72 million views. And through 2022, Jake began to realize that he could push the boundary of what was quote ethical in exchange for money, whilst facing little to no consequences. Due to this, Jake would start promoting the very things he spoke about in his videos, and he started to become just as bad as the people he was exposing. A much better use of his time would have been promoting something that helps people and offers serious value to his viewers. A service that would bring quality produce from a farm to your door within a week. That's right, I'm talking about the lovely people over at HelloFresh. I've been personally loving what HelloFresh has to offer. Today I cooked the Dijon beef burgers, which were absolutely delicious. Due to me needing to spend a lot of time on videos, I'm usually left in a rush to decide what to cook or eat, which generally results in me just grabbing the first thing I see out of the cupboard. But HelloFresh, they completely changed that. HelloFresh is perfect for everyone, as they offer meals for vegetarians as well as pescatarians. And if you don't like a certain type of food, don't worry. There's such a broad selection of foods you can try that I guarantee there's something you'll love. If you like what you see, make sure you try that for yourself, as I have an offer for my viewers. All you need to do is head over to HelloFresh.com and use code ANARCHIST16. Doing so, you'll receive 16 free meals across 7 boxes,
as well as 3 gifts.
Now back to the video. On the 6th of February, Jake would publish the video titled The Evil Business of NFTs, a video where Jake would talk about rug pull NFTs while simultaneously promoting an NFT, and with the top comment being, "Incredible, you built a fanbase exposing scams, and are now convincing that same fanbase to join yours. Bravo, sir." It was evident that he pushed a little too far with this video, and people were starting to catch on with his true intentions. But at this point, his videos were still gaining massive amounts of views, and the amount of unsuspected new fans flowing in, it was just enough to keep the hype train going, which would eventually lead to April, when Jake would reach the milestone of 1 million subscribers. 2 months later, on the 4th of May, Jake would post a video titled "Oh, so it is all a scam," a video where Jake would denounce lotteries, and everything in this video seemed to be perfectly fine up until 3 minutes in, when Jake would announce the sponsor of the video, Yotta, a crypto lottery. Based on the comments on this video, it was clear that Jake was destroying the trust that he had built up over the past 2 years. Anime Guy put it best, saying, "It's impressive the amount of videos you make. Clearly you don't need one, but here's a video idea for you." There was this guy who made a career exposing scam artists, corrupt governments, wealthy, loopholes in the system, etc. The scammers recognized him as a threat, but as people gravitated more and more, they realized that he couldn't be stopped. So instead of silencing him, they decided to join him. They would sponsor his shows, and you could do the same work as he did earlier. Only thing you had to do was promote any one of the scams in between his speeches about exposing his scams. Soon, he used the confidence of the people he had gained to promote his own scams. You could title it The Downfall of Jake Tran. Sincerely, a concerned long-time subscriber. The ability for Jake to expose scams yet to promote his own in the same breath stood out to his viewers, and it was from here on that the empire he had built began to crumble down. A few days later, Jake would post a video titled "YouTubers Will Never Tell You This," a video where he revealed his 3-phase plan for his channel. So with the direction of scaling and becoming Netflix in mind, it became clear that Jake was more interested in making money than being the eye in the sky that he had previously represented himself as in the past. Jake was also slowly distancing himself from the channel, with frequent posts looking to outsource every aspect of his videos: editing, writing, even going as far to look for a voice actor. Whilst cash cow channels aren't anything new to YouTube, and generally not a problem, for a channel which was built under the branding and personality of Jake Tran, this is a big move. Separating himself from the channel would ultimately leave the viewers feeling betrayed, uninterested in his newer content. Fast forward to the 6th of July, when Jake would post a video titled, "How to Rob Poor People," a video that would discuss how crypto trading bots are scamming poor people for their money. And once again, everything in this video seemed to be perfectly fine until he reached the sponsored segment, where you guessed it, he was sponsored by a crypto trading bot. To make the matter even worse, Jake claims to have been up 3% due to using the bot, but unfortunately for him, he would expose himself in the same exact clip. As 2 minutes and 53 seconds into the video, we can see that there have been 0 transactions with the bot, meaning it's made no trades. This time, his intentions were a little more obvious, as the entire comment section is talking about how hypocritical it is for him to promote the exact same thing he's warning his viewers about. And with the amount of attention being brought to Jake's suspicious actions, and each sponsor feeling sketchier than the one before, it wouldn't be long until YouTuber CoffeeZilla would take notice. For those of you who don't know, CoffeeZilla is a YouTuber with 1.2 million subscribers, who creates expose videos on crypto and NFT scams. He is most notable for when he exposed FaZe Clan's Save the Kids token scam, which resulted in members of FaZe being removed and suspended. On the 6th of August, CoffeeZilla would publish a video titled, "The Most Evil Business in the World," a video where he would shine light on the scams and greed of Jake, providing hard evidence of Jake's actions. The video has over 800,000 views, making it near impossible for Jake to ignore, especially when Jake's entire comment sections now are full of people exposing and calling out his actions. When there was no response after the first 2 days, many assumed Jake decided to ignore the video and carry on as usual, until the news naturally died down. But they would be horribly wrong, as on the 9th of August, Jake would share his response to the allegations in a community post stating, "What did you expect out of a channel that teaches you how to be evil, lol? In all seriousness, I put my heart and soul into making free premium videos. Every sponsor on this channel helps fund the channel so we can keep upping the quality and quantity. You're not going to be the right fit for every sponsor on this channel, and that's okay. So if you don't like the sponsors, skip the ads, don't buy from them, or unsubscribe from the channel, and people who are a right fit to the sponsor, use them. But I generally love and appreciate all my sponsors because they allow me to do all this for you guys. And most importantly, I love all you more than you could ever realize. You've all changed my life in every way possible. Lots of cool stuff coming as usual. We're gonna push forward as usual. I apologize for nothing. Stay dangerous." It's safe to say this response only dug Jake a deeper hole, as the next day, CoffeeZilla would publish a second video reviewing the response. By now, not even Jake's hardcore fans wanted to support him, as his videos were completely made by other people, aside from the first 2 minutes of narrating he does at the start. I asked my viewers about their thoughts on this topic, and the comment from tech YouTuber Dammit Jeff stood out to me. The biggest issue with playing the villain is, if we're supposed to be okay with him milking a channel for profit over everything, why should we care about his videos instead all about milking companies for profit over everything? I guess the quote is true. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.